I'm Meredith with Extreme Terrain, and welcome to this installment of Customer Builds. And this is a series where we showcase different rigs from our customer build pages right here on our site to hopefully give you some ideas or even some inspiration for your ride at home. Now in this episode, we're going to be catching up with Jeff from New York about his fully built 2004 T-Jag. Now if you want to see more about Jeff's build, including a full breakdown of his mods list, you can check out his page on the site, or for those watching here on YouTube, you can click the link down below. So what do you say we connect with Jeff and check out his build? Hey Jeff, how are you today?
Hey, good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I can't wait to talk about your Jeep. So obviously you have a ton of work done to it. Starting off with the foundation of the Jeep, can you give me a little rundown on your suspension and your wheel and tire setup?
Yeah, so I bought it. I think it came with a 3.5-inch Pro Comp lift, which I replaced the shocks with Skyjacker just in the front, not the rear yet. And then I put 1.25 inches, I want to say, basically like a leveling block on it, just to level it out because I hate when it sits like forward like that. And then I put 20 by 12 Fuel Mavericks on it and 35 by 12.5, I think Venom Power Tariff, something like that.
As far as like daily driving it, is it a good setup as far as comfortability, as like with the shocks and the wheel and tire setup?
Oh yeah, it's great. I actually drive it across the country like multiple times a year, so like over 1,000 miles per trip.
Oh wow, and the mud tires or the tires don't bother you any?
No, they're actually not that loud. I was pretty impressed with them when I first got them.
Now moving on, I know you have some steering as well too. Can you tell me a little bit more about the steering setup and kind of why you went with that?
Yeah, so originally I had just the stock, and I went with the heavy duty Steinjager steering kit. I just like the beefy look of it, and I have like a little bit of gray, and I wanted to match the wheels and tires, so I like the way it looked. And then I also went with a Skyjacker steering stabilizer to match the front shocks I put on as well.
Yeah, Steinjager does a really good job. They have all different kinds of colors, and whenever you're trying to like match anything, they do a really good job at that.
Yeah, and the paint job was really good on it. It hasn't chipped or anything yet, so.
Yeah, they're pretty heavy duty. Steinjager does a really good job. Speaking of heavy duty, I know you have a lot of armor. Can you tell me a little bit more about the armor that you have on it?
Yeah, so I started with the front bumper. It's all barricade, by the way, and then the rocker guards and the fenders. So originally I started all this because I hated the look of the front bumper, and then my fenders, when I got it, the TJs are like known to have the rust on top of the stock fenders. So originally what I had was the decal like sticker that kind of looks like a bedliner stuff on top of it. I had that for like 6 months, and then when I took that off, it got even worse because of the weather. So I just ended up getting the fenders, and then I went with the rear fenders, and I was like, I gotta get the rocker guards now. And I think it looks like really, really good, just all around, very aggressive.
Yeah, it works really well together, especially, first of all, being all one brand barricade, that already works well together, but just having a couple pieces of heavy duty armor really gives a whole different appearance when it comes to comparing it to the stock. Like you said, with the front bumper, it's a completely different look when you throw a heavy duty front bumper on it, and I think you did a really good job with that. Now, moving on to some of the other mods that you have, I noticed again behind you that you have some upgraded headlights. Do you have, in addition to that, do you have any other lighting?
Yeah, so I did some LED tail lights, and then also the third LED brake light. The lighting, like the LED reverse lights, makes a big difference because I have a camera as well, so I can see very well at nighttime. And I love the blinker setup with the halo rings on here. It's pretty good. I like it a lot.
Yeah, that's a pretty good setup. It makes you, I feel like not only does it make you more noticeable on the road so you're safer, but it looks really good, especially I think on an older Jeep like that, because you don't see it that often. Now, do you have any plans in the future for mods, or are you kind of modded out right now? Or are you kind of leveled out with that?
I want to do so many things all the time to it, but the main thing I want to get to is I want to redo the suspension for sure. I'm sure there's a more pricey lift kit out there that would ride a lot smoother. I want to do nitrous shocks in the future. I do want to take the whole interior part and bedline the interior, because I've seen that and it looks really clean. And maybe convert to a black interior, because I've seen the seats on there you can get for a pretty decent price. Yeah, so maybe somewhere somewhere in the future.
Now, what do you plan when it comes to the suspension? Do you plan on sticking at the same height, or are you looking for like a full kit instead of something that's kind of pieced together? I know a lot of guys usually, they'll either go for a full kit or they'll kind of piece stuff together. So they'll get springs and then shocks and kind of put together their own lift kit, so to say.
Yeah, so I've been looking at, I would definitely want to go with the full kit, the long arm kit. I think it looks really good. Other than the factory arms, they look kind of cheesy, but definitely like a FabTech or something in that range there.
FabTech's a great brand, and hopefully once you put the long arm kit on it, nothing will break. You can take that thing out on the trail and test it out. Well, I think that pretty much wraps it up. Overall, I think that you really have a clean build. I think everything's put together very well. It's not over the top, and it definitely complements the TJ. Well, thank you so much again for connecting with me and letting us kind of go through your build.
Thanks, this was awesome.
So that is going to do it for this installment of Customer Builds. Make sure that you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content, product, and install videos, and always keep it right here at extremeterrain.com.